What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome back to the channel for today's Clash of Clans video. We're going to be doing some Legend League attacks today live using air troops. Now, I personally enjoy the dragons, so that's going to be the focus of the video. The queen charge into dragons, that is the best way to set up this attack for Town Hall 13. Now, I really do need to sort my act out, guys, because we have 3 days before the next season pass is released. What hero skin would you like to see? Which hero would you like to see it for? I personally would like a skin for the Royal Champion, but I do know that not everyone has it, so maybe we will see it again for the lower heroes. But I need to get all of these items collected. We need to start upgrading, otherwise I will lose out on them, not to mention the clan games. So I will probably do a little bit upgrading once we've done 1 or 2 attacks. Now also, guys, I want you to let me know down in the comments, because you'll probably notice things are a little bit different today. We have the green screen, so I have gone ahead and purchased a better lighting setup which enables me to do this. I'm putting a lot of the money back into the channel at the moment, trying to improve things, and if you want to help me out, the best way to do that is continue to enjoy my content, but you can pop creator code JUDO in your settings when you're purchasing anything in the game. If you are going to be purchasing the new gold pass, please go ahead and do that. I really do appreciate it. I obviously get a small kickback from that. But why don't we dive straight into the first attack? We'll maybe do some upgrades later, but let's see what we find here. A little bit of a highlight reel from the Legends League. So I was just about to dive into my first attack. I decided to check my battle log and saw that I'd just been 3-starred by a player called XC. Now, there is a player who battled with Nova, won the World Championships, called XC, but this guy is from MKMA, so I don't think that's him. Maybe it is. Maybe it is, but I don't think it is. It would have been cool. Anyways, what have we got for the first base? We've got one of these horrible bases where they really try and sucker you in from the bottom, but I always like to try and queen charge up from this top area. Will be a little bit difficult with the dragons, arguably, but I think maybe if we queen charge down this left hand side and then force the dragons in that way, that's probably the better option. So let's go with that, guys. Let's go with the queen here just to start. Let's go 1 balloon in order to test, just to make sure there's not any black bombs around this area. And then the queen will hopefully walk down to the 9 o'clock section. That's the idea here. Come on, queen. Yes. Yes, she does. Okay. Now let's get a test wall breaker in. Didn't want the wall breaker to go there, to be honest. Let's rage, and that should get that wall breaker through. Yes, it does. Now I want the wall breakers to slowly go through and get the next layer of wall. Yes. Come on, wall breakers. You can do this. There we go, this is epic. We've got an archer tower onto the queen, so let's go ahead and do that. I kind of feel like instead of the stone slammer, let's go with the siege barracks over here. Just to give us that P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards inside. We'll have the king down there as well to help out. My queen hasn't took the path that I wanted her to. Let's go with the king here. Then once we've got this funnel created, now let's go with the dragons from the north, with the Grand Warden on air. We've got balloons coming out of that clan castle. We can side swipe here. Let's get a rage over to that queen. Let's freeze. Queen's ability is popped. I definitely was not paying attention there. King's ability is going off. We've got a poison onto the ice golems. Wow, this is crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Let's freeze this. We've got everything coming through. Grand Warden's ability can be used now. Now let's freeze the sweeper and the middle of the base again. Royal Champion's ability, let's use it. Try and just help through the center. Dragons will get there, but it's not going to be enough. They have gone down drastically in the center of the base. Definitely was not expecting them to take such damage. Now, we might have got lucky if we'd have took out the multi-inferno in the center as well, because that would have kept our queen alive. And can you believe it, guys? We get 82% of the base, and this guy keeps majority of his loot. Andy, you can thank me later, buddy. 82%, not too bad to start off the day. Okay, what do we have here? Definitely a base which at first glance looks like we could take it, but I do note that there are 3 single target Inferno towers, so that's not what we want. But notice the gap in the base here, guys. Now this is normally bad. You normally don't want to be suckered into this, but I have a plan. I have a plan and I'm going to do it. Let's use one wall breaker. Ah, tornado trap. I got you. Okay, let's watch this, guys. Watch. Do I rage or do I just... No. Freeze all my loons. Come on. Oh, they didn't go for the scatter shot. No. Plan backfired. Oh my word, I wanted that scatter shot. I used all of my coconut loons. No. Okay, well, let's use the healers on the queen. Let's rage because she is under heavy fire. We can use a test wall breaker, which will get her into that base. We can rage here. And yeah, let's use the king on the side just to keep my queen moving through. A couple of wall breakers again, just trying to sneak in whilst we have that rage spell. Definitely the best time to be doing that. And the queen should get that scatter shot. What I also want to do is rage the queen just this little bit deeper, look, so that my wall breakers get in there. Come on, one wall breaker. Is it going to get it? Yes. Opens up that wall. Queen decides to go the other way. Let's use the king's ability. And this is where my dragons will hopefully come from this side. So I'm going to put them in early just to try and help redirect my queen, which does indeed work. Now she goes the other way again. Okay, let's use the... Yeah, let's use the Stone Slammer and the Royal Champion from this side. I'm going to freeze that area. Rage, how's my queen doing? She's doing okay. Let's freeze the enemy queen though as well. Moving through. Let's use the Grand Warden's ability. No, all of the loons came out right as I pressed it. So them loons are now toast. Ah, that's not ideal, guys. What can we do about that air defense? Do we rage the dragons in the middle? Let's use the Royal Champion's ability instead. That gets through the air defense. It doesn't get the back end air defense. And it also does not get... Ah, the Royal Champion gets to it. What a beast. Queen on the single inferno, so we've got to press that ability. Not looking too bad. We don't have a lot of cleanup here though, guys. I've left it shy on cleanup. But we might get fortunate. Dragons splitting up. Queen still alive. There's not a lot left. If the dragons can get through these point defenses, then we should be okay. 40 seconds. Can we get back across to it? Come on. I do not want to fail against a lower leveled base. I know it was a bit tricky. I know we had some fun. But it's definitely not a maximum level. So I don't want to not get the 3 stars. It's not going to happen, guys. It's not going to happen. The queen's going to get caught on the king. Dragons will help. But they're not getting over to that area. Oh, no. We had some fun. If only that scatter shot had have gone down, it might have been a little bit better. What are we going to end up with? High 90s. That's what you get for messing around. I mean... Granted, I'm not seriously trophy pushing. We are having a bit of fun. I am trying to show you this strategy, but I'm not doing a very good job at 3-starring with it. Let's move to the next attack. My attempt to use the Queen Charge Dragons is falling short, and we've only got a couple of attacks left, guys. I keep getting the high percentage 2 stars. However, for the last 3 bases on the bounce, we have had all 3 single target Inferno Towers. Have you been seeing this? I have not been attacking in Legends League. I've got to be honest, I've had so much on at the moment. I've been hovering around about 4,900. I literally do 1 or 2 attacks per day, whatever keeps me above that mark so I don't get kicked out of Legends League. That's all I've been doing. But I wasn't expecting all single target Infernos. That's one of the reasons we chose this strategy. But... have you been finding it? It would be great if we took bat spells. We actually seen in a number of war attacks recently that the drag bat is coming back. It's been used, and if you want to see a breakdown of that when we get to the end of this video, I will link you across to one we did recently with the drag bat, broke it down. It still works, guys, especially against single target Infernos. How long have we got left on this Stone Slammer? For the sake of, what's that, 3 seconds? We might as well wait it out. I hate gemming stuff, guys, especially when it costs so much to speed up time. I don't know about you guys, but I only use the gems for 1 gem donations or to actually cook my troops faster. I never use them to actually speed up buildings. Do you guys? I don't know anyone that does. Oh my, this is the 4th base in a row with all single target Infernos. Now thankfully it's only a level 1 Giga Inferno, but where on earth are we meant to queen charge? How on earth are we supposed to set up the funnel for the dragons? Well, we've got to charge in towards the queen, I feel. Then we can dragon in from the back end here behind the sweeper. That's what we've got to do. I don't have a lot of funneling troops, so what I'm going to have to do is place my queen probably here. Let's get a coconut loon in, followed by the 5 healers. And then I kind of want to make sure, let's rage here just to make sure my queen doesn't go down. And oh no, my healers are out of range. What's going on? Get inside that. Okay, well the queen goes in, which is good. My wall breaker actually nearly got its way straight into the center. Oh, queen, why are you consistently not doing what I want you to do? Go into the base. How on earth? I've got to use the king, I guess. Oh, this is so annoying, guys. Okay, wall breakers, come on. This is my only chance. They need to bust me in, and my queen's got to get in there. King's ability. Just power around the outside and get the queen in. Okay, keep out of the range of that single target Inferno. Let's use the poison. And then let's use, kind of feel like, let's use a coconut loon. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Let's go with the couple of loons, slammer, rage on the queen. Oof, just holding on to that ability, guys. Royal champion up that area as well. Let's get 1 dragon to help with cleanup. Freeze here. Then let's get all of my dragons into that area. All of them in. Come on. Ah, I didn't see that it was on the queen. Freeze the single again. Rage the dragons. We're not looking too bad, guys. Let's use that Grand Warden's ability. Can freeze here. Queen is pinging. Just keep... Oh, my royal champion went down to the single Inferno and I didn't see it. No. Oh, that could have been such a difference because my royal champion's ability could have got through these defenses. It would have one-shotted the air defense. Oh, I can't believe it, guys. That would have been a 3-star. I can almost guarantee it. We would have got through this single. We'd have got through the air defense and we would have got it done. I think I maybe don't want to make... Look at the Grand Warden taking a black bomb there as well. Taking a hit for the dragons. That's what I'm talking about. Come on, boys. You get through this base as best as you can. Let me know what you think. I honestly think we'd have got that. The Royal Champion would have stayed alive. That would have potentially protected my queen. Way more dragons. I think we 3-star if I pressed that Royal Champion's ability. My focus was elsewhere. I missed it. I bet you guys were screaming at me to press it. It could have been our first 3-star, but again, it's a high percentage too. But again, it's a multiple single target Inferno base. Why? It's certainly not the meta. I think it's because the Queen Charge is the meta, and that's what people are doing, trying to defend it. I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but... I'm seeing it right now. Let's hope that we can boost this and do a little bit better into the final attacks. And then there were only 2. Come on, guys. Let's hope that we don't get single target Infernos. Please not single. Please not single. Please not single. Oh, we've got multi. Yes! This is the first base for quite some time that we've got multi-Infernos. We've got a couple of grounded expos, so probably not ideal to charge my queen into that area. Definitely best to charge in from the other side. Then probably best to go for the Town Hall last. This is going to be a risky one, guys. We might end up with a high percentage 1-star, but I do feel like it's the best way to go about this. So let's go with the queen here. She will get that air defense relatively quickly. Let's go with the wizard just to draw that queen down over, hopefully. 1 coconut loon, followed by the healers. Then when my queen comes into the base, I can then use the wall breakers. Now, the thing is, yeah, I'm going to use my king here just to drive out the side of this base. Let's use that 1 test wall breaker. That's pretty good, guys. Now let's rage. Then we can freeze and use the rest of the wall breakers, and I'm hoping to bust multiple layers here whilst that multi is frozen. I'm going to freeze it again just to make sure, and it did work out. The queen gets in, gets the multi-inferno. That is pretty good. King's ability. Could have probably used a couple of loons down to that archer tower. I decided to now use them. Let's use one more coconut loon here. This is looking good. We could go for glory here, guys. Come on, wall breaker, you can do this. Couple of loons onto that. Oh, it's gonna get it! Oh, the scatter shot beasted it right at the end. Oh man, that would have been epic. That would have been epic. We're gonna have to use a dragon down here, otherwise we time fail. Then let's go, yeah, let's go Stone Slammer, Grand Warden, and spread the dragons here. With the Grand Warden. Did I say Grand Warden before? I meant the Royal Champion. I meant to say the Royal Champion. Let's keep an eye on this, guys. We can rage the Queen. Or do we need to? We might not need to. Let's rage these. Let's freeze to try and help the balloons, but they do take a fire from the scatter shot. That's not what we needed. That is not what we needed. Dragons coming around the side. Let's rage the dragons up now. That might help my healers as they move through. Let's freeze all of this. Try and help. I'm holding on to this Grand Warden's ability for the Town Hall area because I do feel we're going to need it. Come on, dragons! Ah, them two down there are just out of range of the Grand Warden. Let's poison this. Grand Warden's ability because there was a black bomb on the dragons. Come on, dragons. Do your worst. Get that Town Hall. It's not gonna happen. It's gonna be a 1-star. Exactly what I knew was gonna happen. And we fell for the bait of Paul. Oh my word. Queen still has her ability. She could reach the Town Hall. We've got 30 seconds. Oh, it's not going to be enough. We're not going to have enough firepower to get through. We're going to have to press that ability. We're going to have to press it, guys, and hope that the Queen does not get attracted to the enemy Queen, which she most likely will. Come on. Oh, there it goes. Oh, she goes for the... No! Oh, I thought we were going to get it, guys. Just a bit of fun for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do want to see the drag bat in action, though, you can check it out right here on your screen. But that wraps it up for this one. Until next time, peace out.